You know how some people just have a glow to them? They just seem so content and just have this grounded presence to them. They don't seem easily thrown off or scattered or overwhelmed. That is the power of protecting your energy. Your energy is the most valuable resource you have, and it can absolutely direct the outcomes of your life. But when you start to protect it, your entire life can shift. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can protect your energy and create a greater capacity to actually enjoy your life. Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around here, my name is Brianna, and around here we chat everything wellness, self-improvement, and aligning ourselves with the life we actually want to create. So if that is something you want to do, then subscribe and stick around. After I started getting very intentional on how I lived my life, I started to notice that I wouldn't feel as good mentally or emotionally on the weekends or when I would go on trips, which was odd. And then I realized during the week, I had implemented all these great intentional practices around protecting my energy that I just did not carry into my weekends or my trips nearly as well. And that just tells me how important and impactful these practices really are. My life has also been elevated and amplified in so many ways since getting more intentional about protecting my energy. So I am so confident it will do that for you too. And I'm sure we've all heard protect your energy on some inspirational corner of the internet, but I found it's a bit tricky to really process tangibly what that means. To me, it's really about what kinds of things help me feel my best and help me show up as a more vibrant version of myself. It's about maintaining your sense of peace and stability and intentionally doing more of what fuels you and removing the stuff that drains you, which is not always obvious. It's about taking ownership of what you allow into your space and really not being available for things like negativity, toxic dynamics, or things that do not support the life that you are wanting to create. And while we sit here and chat about this, I want you to keep a visual in mind to really help you process it. So I want you to think of this like energetic bubble surrounding you, and things affect this energetic bubble. Some things add to it, they fuel it, they help it glow, they expand it, they make it more vibrant, they help make it sturdy and strong and more colorful. Meanwhile, other things drain it, they scratch it, they nick at it, they pull on the light. It takes away the vibrance, it weakens the potency. So when you think about protecting your energy, you're thinking about protecting this version, helping it glow and be strong and colorful. But in order to protect it, you have to be aware of what's actually affecting it. And one of the main things that drains our energy in today's world is being overstimulated. Our brains were not built to handle the amount of stimulation that we get on a day-to-day basis now. And think about how most of us live. We are glued to our phones, being bombarded by notifications. We are constantly scrolling and checking and consuming. We all have these long to-do lists in our head. We are rushing through our days, living in go, 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 always feeling like we should be doing more. And that really affects your energy, probably way more than you might even realize. Most of us are not going to elect to get rid of technology or go off grid and live a completely different lifestyle, but we can do so much for ourselves by not constantly checking our phones every time we don't know what to do with ourselves, by allowing ourselves to just be, by calming our nervous system, by choosing to live a little bit slower, not living in a place of feeling like we need to rush. Life is not a race. So give yourself some time to disconnect, to spend some time specifically away from your phone, away from technology, and just be. We can also be overstimulated by having really poor boundaries with our time. For example, in scenario 1, let's say you just worked 8 hours and you're pretty mentally tired after, and you really want to just decompress. So you go home, you start scrolling on your phone, maybe you watch some TV and eat something, but this whole time you feel this pressure of work you still need to get done. So you put it off, and then you finally get to it, and you keep working until you realize, okay, you should probably go to bed. So you already felt drained, now you feel even more drained, and you wake up feeling drained as well. So then you get to work and you show up as this lackluster version of yourself, and the cycle just continues. But in scenario 2, you have better boundaries. You go through your workday and then you know that you'll feel so much better about your work and being able to just stay on top of things and caught up on everything if you work a little bit outside of normal hours because of meetings and things like that. So every day you give yourself 30 minutes outside of those normal working hours, and after that, That is your boundary. That is your cutoff time. You go home afterwards. Then you just get to be in your personal life. And ideally, you're doing something that helps you recharge, that helps you truly decompress. Then when you go into work the next day, you show up as this recharged version of you. And you likely get your work done more efficiently. You likely do better work. You maybe have better relationships with your coworkers. And then that cycle perpetuates. So in the context of your own life, you want to think about, okay, how can you set up certain boundaries to help yourself not be overstimulated, to not be rushing through your day or reaching some point of burnout? And that will do so much for your energy. Another thing to be aware of is your engagements with others and just the world around you. One of the things you can do to help protect your energy is get so intentional about the content you consume. You are picking up on the subtle energy and messages of everything that you listen to and read and scroll through. There aren't specific things that are right or wrong to consume, but think about it in terms of what do you want to amplify more of in your life? How do you want to feel? What do you want to be more of? And then choose to consume content that reflects that. Maybe that's content that inspires you or uplifts you or helps you grow and educates you, and you let go of the type of content that brings you to comparison, that makes you feel less than, or is full of gossip and negativity and just disempowering mindsets. What you consume changes how you think, what your brain focuses on, and how you perceive things, which can completely affect the outcomes you're getting in your life. So you can really help protect your energy by only consuming content when you are actively choosing to instead of just mindlessly scrolling, as well as being so intentional about the kind of content you consume. Other people's energy or certain conversations can be really draining too, so you can just pay attention to when you are interacting with someone if it starts to feel draining and recognize, okay, maybe that's someone you hang out with less. Or when you're around them, you can visualize this protective energy around you, which I'll talk about more later. But also take a look at the types of conversations you're having. It is so easy and so common to bond with others over things like gossip and judgment and negativity and just complaining. But do you ever leave those conversations feeling energized and uplifted and inspired and just like life is just so good? Probably not. Those topics do not help you grow. They do not fuel your radiance. They can feel good in the moment, but ultimately they are draining your energy. So you can set some boundaries around this. You can notice when you are starting to talk about that stuff yourself and just gently stop yourself or start talking about something else. And we can never control what other people are going to say, and that's never the goal, but you can also redirect conversations. You can start bringing up other topics to get it out of a negative one. You can always protect your energy by choosing how you show up and how you respond and how you engage. And the last thing I'll say in this section is one of the most powerful things you can do in terms of you versus others, you and the external environment, is really not letting things affect you, not letting anyone else drain you. And you do this by staying grounded within yourself and really not letting the little things really affect how you feel. It's more of being in that unbothered type of energy. Sometimes this is absolutely a practice. Other times this is really just a mindset shift. Your own inner dialogue can also be incredibly draining. Things like overthinking and people-pleasing and worrying and complaining and resenting and disempowering narratives are all incredibly draining. We're all going to still do these things. That's just human nature, but we can aim to do these things less. We can aim to catch ourselves in these kind of thought patterns and then shift out of them. You can work on learning skills that will help you manage your own mind instead of feeling like your mind is in control of you. For example, you can notice these kinds of thoughts and not give any weight to them, just like they were just a cloud passing by, not really meaning anything. Moving on. You can shift your focus to something else. For example, if you notice your brain starting to complain, you can pause and go, okay, actually, what's something really good that happened today? Or you can choose to actively reframe the situation. For example, instead of thinking, why is this happening to me? You can think, okay, well, what is this trying to teach me? What can I learn from this? And again, those are all practices. We're not going to be amazing at them all the time, but they are things we can get better and better at. And ultimately, we always get to choose what we put our focus on and what we continue to energize and feed into. Talking about thoughts, not just situations. If this is a topic you want to dive deeper into and learn more about and how to cultivate those kinds of skills, I have a video all about that, so you can check that out here or in the description. And truly one of the best things you can do if you really want to protect your energy is just cultivating an awareness of what really helps your energy glow and be radiant, and what helps you protect your energy versus what tends to pull on it and drain it. So really paying attention to what nourishes your energy, what helps recharge you, what helps protect your sense of peace. There are going to be basic things that support this for almost everyone, like getting good quality sleep and moving your body daily, eating nourishing foods, getting sunlight and laughter, and calming your nervous system. The general things that support your physical and mental well-being. But outside of those things, you really want to pay attention to what helps you light up, what inspires you and energizes you and helps expand you, and really paying attention to what those things are, and honestly keeping some kind of list of that somewhere where you can refer back to and just know and keep in mind what those things are, and intentionally add more of that into your life. And also bringing more awareness to and paying more attention to what drains you, what tends to deplete you or makes you feel more low mood after. Sometimes for both of these things, it's going to be things that you would not have ever guessed or expected. But that's where the awareness becomes so important. And that is such a main key to truly protecting your energy. This does require a level of honesty with ourselves, so just keeping that in mind too. And I just have to note that this is not about avoiding challenges or discomfort or pretending everything is fine. It's really so much more about really discerning where we're putting our energy and attention and focus, and making sure it's on things that are meaningful to us, that align with who we want to be and the life we do want to create. And also just remembering that we will always have the greatest impact on everyone around us when we are protecting our energy. When you have the energy and resources, when you are vibrant and joyful and a great version of you, you are going to have such a greater impact on everyone around you than if you are this drained, depleted version of yourself, especially if you are currently in a place or living life in a way where you're not protecting your energy, swimming in a bubble of negativity and complaining and disempowering mindsets. So that's just something to keep in mind. And if you really want to get to that place where you are someone who seems so content and has that grounded presence and seems so connected with themselves and is clearly someone who really protects their energy, one of the most important things is creating such a strong sense of stability within yourself. And this really is less about what you do and more about how you feel. It's about creating a safe space and sense of home within yourself. Getting to a place where you are not seeking safety and stability and happiness and joy and peace from people around you. You're not relying on anyone else for those things. You are not on some energetic level reaching out and trying to attach to other things or other people for those things. Other people can definitely amplify your joy and your sense of love in your life, but they just amplify. They don't actually give it to you. You can create that within yourself. There's not a neediness. You know who you are and you're good with it. You choose to love and respect yourself. And then on top of that, you're able to be in this staying in your own lane energy where what others are doing really just does not concern you. You focus on what you can control and on your peace and fulfillment and fun, and not on what other people are doing. You don't really let the little things bother you because you understand how much of an asset your energy is. You stand firm in your own energy instead of meeting other people where they're at, unless they are an expander for you. You set boundaries for what you're willing to accept. You let yourself have high standards, and you are able to just observe others and their energy without absorbing it. And I get that this can be a bit of a tricky topic to really process. So if you want me to create an entire video on creating energetic safety within yourself, just let me know in the comments below. So everything we've talked about so far has been pretty tangible, but we are going to shift gears and get a little metaphysical because I have seen it make such a difference. So another thing you can do to help protect your energy is to visualize and set the intention to clear out your energy every day and set up this bubble of protection around your energy or your body every day. When I started doing this, I really noticed such a difference for me, and I've had times where I've had friends who have gone through periods of having really weird dreams or feeling like they're in such a funk but don't really know why. And I've told them about these practices and it helped them a lot too. And some of us just naturally are more energetically sensitive. We're going to absorb energy more than others. And for those of us, it's probably going to be that much more impactful. But this essentially helps you clear your energy of any energy that is not yours and protect your energy from absorbing more of other people's energy, especially energy that's more low vibe and more draining or gives more of a sense of like worry and anxiety and that kind of stuff. So you want to protect your energy daily. I personally do this in the mornings and at night right before I go to sleep, but you essentially want to envision like this strong shield bubble of protection going around either you, or if you want to envision like your aura, your energy field, but this bubble of protection going around that. And you're setting the intention and visualizing that this is protecting you from any energy that is not of love or any kind of low vibrational energy. And then every single day, you also want to clear your energy. So you can do this by standing in a shower and envisioning as the water runs down you, it is clearing any energy of the day or any energy that's not yours. You can envision this bright light going through your body and doing the same thing. There are meditations you can use for this. You can just kind of like shake your body and envision all that energy coming out of your body. Or I know some people will get something like a selenite wand and just kind of wave it around their body. Really, the main thing that matters is just your intention. So like I said, a little more metaphysical, but again, I've really noticed a difference personally, and other people have told me that it's really helped them too. So again, protecting your energy is really about the things and practices that will help you feel your best, as well as being so selective on what you do and where you put your attention. And when you do this, people will notice. They will feel that energy shift. They will notice it even if they don't see anything different necessarily physically about you. So as a quick recap, pay attention to what nourishes your energy versus what pulls on it and depletes it. Spend more time doing the things that nourish it. Set boundaries with technology and with how you interact with others. And set boundaries with your inner dialogue. And if you're someone watching this who really likes more specific action steps, then choose one thing that you are going to set a boundary around, such as no phone before 9 a.m., assuming that you get up really early like I do. And picking out one thing that feels really nourishing and carving out the time to do that every single day, even if it's just 10 minutes. Again, your energy is your most valuable resource, so when you start to protect it, your whole life can shift. Thank you guys so much for staying until the end of the video. I hope you got value out of it. If you enjoyed this video, then you're probably going to like this one too, so check it out. I hope to see you there or in another video. Bye.